Hey, what's up, besties? Welcome back to another nail video. So today I'm actually excuse my attire, I just got done working out and I'm like, I'm ready to do my nails. So I did a like TikTok-y video, a reel on Instagram, and everybody was like, man, we need a tutorial. So I've already went ahead and done this hand, and I'm going to show you guys how to get a natural, cute look like you just left the salon. Okay, it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be like fast because y'all know I like to talk, but I'm going to try to walk y'all through this thing as easily as possible so that you can achieve these nails. Okay, look at this, just nice and crisp, ready to go type nails. It's going to last you at least 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how much you like to tap 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 on stuff. That's, you know, that's up to you. So let's go ahead and get into this video.
You special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it.
All right, so first up, you're going to need some gel tips. Now, these are the ones that I've been using, which gives us this nice round look, and they look so natural, and I really like them. I thought I was like a long nail girl, and I still am, don't get it twisted, but these are a lot more functional for me, and I found that they've lasted a lot longer. If you guys saw my photo shoot, I actually like repainted them and didn't like do a fill or anything. I just like repainted it, and it was like easy to do. So these are from Apres. They have different sizes that you can get. I have tons of them. You guys can watch my other videos. I did reviews on them. So the first thing you want to do is pick out the size nail that is going to work for you. Now I'm showing you this piece of it because I want you to see like how round these are. They're like really round, which makes them a lot bigger than what normally. So normally my thumb is like a 2, but for this one I have to use a 1 just to make sure that it goes from sidewall to sidewall. So can you see that? Sidewall to sidewall. So that's why I'm using the 1. Let me show you what the 2 would look like. Now it would, you know, looks like, oh, it should fit, but you want to make sure that it's going from sidewall to sidewall because you don't want any extra like cleavage over here. Okay, you don't want any extra leave out. We are not in the leave out game, so we're going to use the 1. So I'm gonna go through and I'm going to size all of these. I actually already know which ones because I did this hand. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so now that we have picked out our sizes, the next thing we want to do is etch in the inside of them. Now, sometimes you'll get some that will already be pre-etched, but you need to go ahead and do that. And I'm doing all of this prep work before we get started because for me, it makes more sense, so I won't have to keep using my drill and dirtying up stuff. You can use any of the drill bits that you want to. I prefer this rounded one, but I have these from McCart. These are also in my Amazon store if you guys are interested and want to get in on that. So let me show you the next step of the process. You're going to go in and I'm just etching in the inside, and this is going to help keep the nail on because it gives the gel base something to adhere to, so not the shiny stuff. So just like when you are doing the front side of your nails, you want to make sure you buff them out. It's the same concept because you're going to be using a base gel to apply on the top. You want to give your base gel something to adhere to, basically. Hopefully I'm making a lot of sense, but here we go. And just doing that. And like I said, I use this one because it allows me to kind of get all the way over inside of there. And I'm not using a like super professional drill, so don't feel like you have to either, but you're definitely going to need a drill of some sort, just like this. And mine actually hooks up to USB, so that's a thing as well. But like I said, as you get to the smaller nails, this one works better for getting inside of there to really etch out the inside. I have tried it without etching it, and I will say it does not last as long when I don't etch the inside. And I don't know if it's just the materials that I choose or if it's just the thing, but that's kind of how it works. All right, so let's get in here. All right, so now we have etched them and we have them where we want them. So you want to go ahead. I use alcohol. I have this from Sally's Beauty. This is cleansing alcohol from Sally's Beauty, and I just stuck it inside of one of my Walgreens ones, and I just literally just spray my nails because I don't want any of that debris on there. Then the next thing you're going to need to do is to use a dehydrator in a prep step. Now you guys know I have the Kiara Sky, so I usually just use this in the way that they say. So I have my step 1, and I'll apply this on here. Okay, step 1, and then we go in with our step number 2, which is the primer. And then I'm going to go, so you can kind of let that like dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go in, and if you guys see any ripples, it's because I filed down the last set. Instead of trying to apply it off, I just filed it down, and so that made it a little bit, some of that is still on there, and that's okay if you do that. It's actually just more protection for your natural nails. So when I get ready to soak them off, then I will be able to do that. So step 2. All right, we're already 6 minutes in, and you guys, I promise you, we are almost done. I kid you not. All right, so this is the Young Nails. This is the Protein Bond. Now, this is like my super secret sauce that I've been loving, and I just apply that to my nails, and I'm almost thinking that my step 2 is this, but I don't know, for some reason I just can't get over the fact that this has like really helped the longevity of my nails staying on when I put that on there, and it just really helps it a lot. So this is by Young Nails. I got mine off of Amazon, but you can definitely go on their website and grab it from there. Okay, so now we've done our prep work. I'm going to let this kind of sit in and soak for a minute. Kiara Sky has this amazing little light that I love to use. This is like my favorite light of them all because this is quick and easy. But if you don't have this light, that's okay. Let me show you. You can use your regular dryer here. That's funny. You can use your regular dryer, which I have several of these, or you can use, let me get my light. You can use one of these lights. Now this is what I used prior to, and I would just hold it with my mouth and then kind of like put it on there, and this would definitely give me that same feel and that same look. But this one is my favorite, so I would say make sure you have like a small one that you can and I think they make a generic one now, I'm not sure, but you can stick your finger all the way through. This is the perk of it, if you guys can see that, like boop 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 boop. It's like that cool to me. All right, so let's go ahead and we're gonna go in. This is like kind of, I'm letting the protein bond kind of stick on there. So I found this step to be super easy for me to use and do. So I use the builder, and I'm gonna show you what I do. I go ahead and I prep all of the nails. So I have learned that this makes it super easy for me to just keep going because gel does not dry until it has been cured. So I put a nice thin layer. As you can see, I'm just going in thinly, putting it over here. I'm gonna stick it over there so that it's out the way, and I put a thin layer on each nail. It's very thin, very thin. And if I feel like I have too much, I just take it and take the brush and swipe some off. Just like that, straight like that. Okay. And I know which ones I'm doing, so there's the thing. There we go. So that's a step that's already done and out the way, and I can put my builder gel back up. Now, my favorite base coat to use and top coat are going to be the McCart. I found that one to be the best one as well. This set did not come with one. You can actually use the builder if you don't have that, or you can use a base coat. Like, so if you don't have a builder gel, you can also use a base coat to adhere the nails to. I found that both of them work. I just found that using the builder to actually adhere works a lot better. So I'm just going to put on a layer of base coat. Now, I found that this has been really helpful for me, making sure that the nail, that I can like save my nails as much as possible when I'm not just trying to like rip them off. But this gives it something to adhere to versus just my nail. So I found like sometimes when I'm trying to peel it off, then it peels off this layer of the base coat. And it'll leave that layer of the base coat. You can see it. I wish I could like take a picture of it, but you can kind of see it, and it'll make sense when you see it. I'm just trying to make sure I have that. And if you have any hangover, layover, just make sure you grab that before you go into the cooker, because y'all, it will burn. I think that you should let it burn. All right, so for the base coat, you only need to go in for roughly about 30 seconds. So I'm gonna hit the 30-second button. Let's go ahead and go in. And you can sing a song while you wait. You're feeling your body, you found somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. Said you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And everything in your past, you gotta let it go. Been there, done it, walked around. After all that, this is what I found. All right, so we had a minute in there. Now we're just gonna bring this one over here closer. Get closer. Oh, get closer. All right, I'm gonna show you guys how this works in real time. Super easy, super quick. So you're just gonna grab, bloop. Grab your full cover tip like this, don't let it fall, and I hit the back of the thing before I put it on. And I want you guys to notice I'm not gonna like try to put it directly all the way down to my scalp, just as far down as I can. So, and then I just stick it under here like so, like this. What did she be saying? I be forgetting what she says. Like so, like that. I think that's what she says. And I'll just let this cure for about 10 seconds. So I'm gonna switch views so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna bring this down just some more, and I just let it sit down there. So let me bring it down. Okay, maybe that's a better view. Let's see. Is this a better view? This is better. My table is so dirty, guys. I'm so sorry. Let's see if this is a better angle. Hopefully we're still. Let me see if I can stretch it out, bend this down. This is probably better. Okay, so we're gonna do the second one. So I just turn this one off. And all right, so we'll put this on here. And I'm pressing down on it, and then boom. And I just kind of rotate my finger. Like this, although I feel like I'm getting all in the camera. And I put it like that, like this and like that. Okay, now this one does, this thumb has a little bit of an air bubble right here on the side. Not really concerned about that. I'm like okay with it, but you just want to make sure you try to get out all the air bubbles, as many as you can. All right, so it's been under there for 10 seconds, so I just move on to the next one. Turn this off, and I'll pop it back on. Same process. Just making sure that I get as much of the air bubbles out. Uh-oh, you guys can't even see that. Okay. My big old hand all in the way. And I press it. I am putting a little bit of pressure on there. Just enough so that it's kind of out the way. And you can leave your other finger on there too. That works. Let's see. Oh, my table has so much. I gotta get this clean. This is IKEA table too. Okay, so that's on there now. Let's go for this last two here. See if I can get a better. There we go. All right. So turn this off. And the way that I'm sticking it on there. Okay. You see that? Nice and clean. And then I'll stick it Brrrah, stick it. Ha ha ha, stick it. Brrrah, stick it. Ha ha ha, stick it. And then I let my finger go because I just want to make sure it's on there, which is really good. It's nice. It's on there. It's beautiful. I love it so much. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. So that's been on there long enough. And the reason why I'm not letting it like fully having the cure, because I'm going to stick my whole hand in the thing. I just like to let it get enough for me to put it on. So same thing here. You guys saw that being applied with my hand all in the way. These are the most ghettoest tutorials of them all. I know, y'all. I'm sorry. The Apres does really good too. The builder does really good. So you can go between any builder that you want to use. And again, I still suggest, you know, if you don't have the money to get a builder and you can get these full cover tips off of Amazon, you can try the same process just using the base coat. All right, so here we are. We have them on, but I want to be secure. So because I like to be secure, I'm going to stick it in here for 30 more seconds. And you can sing a little bit, hum a little bit, do all the things a little bit. Looks like I had an Amazon package delivered, but I don't remember anyone coming up to the door and delivering said packages. When did you get delivered? I put it on the back. All right, so now we're done. We're fully cured because you only need about a minute to 30 seconds to a minute cure on there. And so putting it in there is fine. The first thing that I'm going to do is take before I go, hold on. Let's get us back in angle view. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is just take those little marks off the top of there, because nobody wants to see that, do they? Nobody wants that. Okay, so there we go. We want to take those off of there. That's where they were hooked on together. And now we're going to go ahead and go in, and we need to buff these things out. Where's my buffer block? Yeah, okay, let's buff. And let's get a little bit further away. So I'm buffing them out, and they should feel pretty sturdy. If you don't feel sturdy enough, then that means you probably did it wrong. So they should still feel like they are adhered to your nails. So as you guys can see, this is like me doing a process. It should take you like less than an hour to do this. And I'm giving you real time vibes here because I want you to see the process doing my one hand. Now this is my dominant hand. I mean, I'm using my dominant hand, my non-dominant. I'm doing my non-dominant hand with my dominant hand. Whoo child, I am right-handed and this is my left hand. So now I'm buffing it up because I want to give the base coat again something to stick to, so that my polish has something that it will stick to as well. I have noticed when I don't use the base coat on top of there, it just like slides off and does not last as long. So I just try to make sure I do all of that. Use your buffing block just to kind of get towards those ends. I actually don't have to go back in with the drill, but if you feel like you need to, definitely go ahead and do that. But you can take your buffing block as close as you want to. I said to the scalp earlier. To your cuticle. You can get as close to your cuticle as you need to, so that it will give the illusion that it's, you know, so you're not getting that press on look. So I just try to get as close down there as possible. You can also do that with a file, but I found that my buffer just kind of does it without me cutting myself. So that's my whole thing there. Okay, so now we are done. Now I'm just going to take that alcohol again, if I can find it, and I'm just going to spray a little alcohol on there. Where's one of my wipes? Okay, and I have these are let me see what they're called. They are Expert Touch lint-free wipes. Okay, you can get these from my Amazon store as well. They are available there, and they're by OPI. So I like using these because it gets everything off and does not leave that linty feel on there. So let's go in with our base coat from McCart again. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this angle. Okay, let's get it in there. All right, so we're just going to polish, and that's where you can see that air bubble right there on the side. And we're just going to put a nice coat of base coat polish on there. I said this was going to be real time, but I might like skip out on some of the parts that you already know how to do. For me, I started from the bottom. Now we're here. That way I can take my brush. If you guys can see how I'm applying it with my brush, and then I just go back in. It's the base coat. You just want it to be as nice as possible, because your base is what, you know, sets the mood for everything else. And so I'm just going to take my little brush because I know I did a little damage over there. Okay, the noises that I make are probably ridiculous. All right, and then we're going to go in, turn my brush around because I know it has some polish on that side. And you can get this McCart polish off of Amazon as well. I do like using the McCart products. I've found that they are like the best at-home products for me. It's the at home for me. It's the DIY for me. Okay, it's the salon quality at home for me. Okay, sorry, that's a little ghetto, but here we are. Okay, so just making sure I got everything, and as I do a little check, make sure we got all the sides, because these nails are a lot wider than normal, so you just want to make sure you get all your sides. Okay, get all your sides, and we're going to stick it in here. Base coat again only needs about 30 seconds depending on which base coat you're using. Make sure you check the labels on your base coat. Some of them don't care, they don't bother to mention. Yeah, it's a whole thing, but they do tell you what to use it under. So here's that, and here's this base coat. Soak off UV and LED. So this is a UV and LED light, as you can see, and I think this one is 45, but I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I can't remember anymore. All right, so there we go. Now the choice of polish is up to you. I am going to be using this Madam Glam. This is XOXO, and that's like the actual color. I was gonna say, is that the color? And it is. I really like this color. This is this color on here. It's just very neutral and nude and really cute. So that's what I'm using. So we're just gonna go in with this polish, and let me show you. Let's look. Roll the beautiful bean footage. Look how thick and juicy it is. Okay, I usually have to do about 2 coats of this polish, and I would say it just depends on how you want it to be or what you're going to do with it. So you probably could get away with 1 coat, because this is going to be 1 coat, and I'm just using like the swipey method. If you feel like you need more structure to your nail, you can definitely add more coats of polish. That will help you. If you feel like they're just kind of too thin for you or not thick enough, just add more base coat. But I just go in with the polish. This is so hard to try this angle that the camera is in. I am shooting off of my iPhone 11 Pro Max because I don't use this enough, and I feel like I really should. I feel like I should use this more. So let's go in, and I will clean up all of my mess later on, before I put her in the cooker. Let's get that going. This is so pretty. It's just such a pretty nude color. This is like the nude I've been looking for my whole life. Like, I've waited for such a nude all my life, that it would just be an actual nude without having to do too much or not enough. Like, it's just really, really nice. And this gives you a nice base for you to do some like designs. You could do your French tips. You can do all of that. So I know you see me going back in, and this is not an expert tip. I'm not. This is just some stuff that I'll be doing. I'll go in with any leftover polish and just kind of put that on, because that eliminates another coat that I have to do. I'm just saying. Okay. All right, so now I'm taking my brush, and I just have some alcohol over here. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but alcohol is gel's kryptonite. So it'll take away the gel without, you know, kind of messing up anything else. So I just take that around there, around the edges. Swiping, no swiping. Swiping, no swiping. And as you can see, the gel like pretty much stays in place, so you don't really have to worry too much about that. There we go. Let's go ahead and cook for 60 seconds. Oh, no, we said 60. Stop it. Stop. Okay. Hey, guys, stop. Okay, 60 seconds. All right, so there we go. You can see the comparison to the two. This one has already been on there for a couple days, so I'm gonna actually leave it excuse me, I'm gonna leave it at 1 coat because that's what I want to do. That 1 coat will do ya. I do you bad. All right, so let's go in with our top coat. Now, I do have another top coat I want to tell you guys about that I love. This is the holographic top coat from Makartt as well. This is so cool because it adds the like sparkle to it. Oh my gosh, it just zhuzhes it up. So these are my basic B nails. Okay, just real basic, real, just, you know, it is what it is. Not trying to really impress anybody, just trying to be cute, you know, just trying to say, hey, I got my nails done. Now, if you guys are looking, this is a pretty thick top coat, which is what I like. That's what I like. I don't like it when it's real runny because it will run on off the nail and you will find that you will have some lumps and bumps and chunks, and anybody got time for that. So I really like the top coat that Makartt offers because, again, like I said, it's thick, but it's not too thick where, I don't know, like hopefully I'm explaining that good. Sorry, this is like getting all out of, whatchamacallit, like all out of focus. Can you focus on me? And end scene. And it's self-leveling, so it like really levels itself out, so you really don't have to worry about it too much because it does level itself out a lot. And I think it's going in and out because my hand is so close to the camera. So now we have our polish on here, just really nice, and we're gonna stick this in there top coat. I do 60 seconds because I ain't got time for it, so we said 60. Okay, 60 seconds. All right, so we put that in there for our seconds. Now I'm gonna take one of my lint-free wipes and this is a nope, we don't have to do that. Just make sure this is a no wipe top coat, so you don't have to worry about wiping it. I was gonna say that, and I don't have a whole lot of whatchamacallit in there. So now I just want to go in with some cuticle oil, looking for it here. And you can go crazy. You can go as not crazy as you want to. Whatever you want to do. Just make sure you get them cuticles, boo. Okay? Get them cuticles. Woo! Don't drop it. Don't drop that dun-dun-dun. Hey, don't drop that dun-dun-dun. And we're going to rub it in. Just to make it all cute. Add some over here because this hand looks a little ashy now. And boom, you have your whole set of nails, you guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video tutorial. I love a natural set of basic bead nails. I am so here for it. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and I will catch you in the next one. Mwah! KK, bye!
You're special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend it. And everything is alright. I like how you